It's been a long time since I saw you, Yaisha. How are you?
I'm okay. How about yourself?
Good, a little bit. Well, I'm not bored, but I've walked around the block so many times that I could tell you every brick in the road. Anyway, I'm going to ask you a few questions. What made you decide to get your GED?
Well, that's very important. That's something that I have to accomplish, that I had to accomplish. I dropped out of school when I was 15, dealing with some personal issues, but that's something that I knew that I had to get in, and I wanted to further my education. So once I got my GED, high school diploma, I know I can be able to go to college, get better jobs, and things like that. So that was very important.
What made you find? How did you find all the way up?
Oh, I was strolling through Facebook one day and I seen the advertisement, and the hours and the location was so close to me. It's only maybe a 10-15 minute walk. And the hours was great. It was during the day. And at the time I was working at night. I was working overnight shift. And I said, okay, well, let me check out this place because I've been to other programs and it just didn't work out for me. It wasn't a good fit. So I said, let me check this out. Walked down there and everything. And once I walked in the church, and I just knew that this was going to be the right place for me. I knew that I was going to succeed with getting my high school diploma.
Well, I certainly remember that because I had just started. I hadn't had any students yet. I didn't know what it was going to be like. And I looked up, and there you were, smiling, looked as if you were completely in charge of the situation. And I've got to say, you came so every day that we had class, you came, and I don't know when you slept because you were working at night.
I
But
don't either.
yeah, but you came and you always had your work done. And even if there was snow and ice, you'd show up. And then I was actually away when you took the test.
Mhm.
Um, and you called, I think it was like 5 in the morning, and said you passed. And I was dancing around. But let me ask you, you passed everything except the math right away.
Yeah, I took the it was the task test, and the at that time I paid for it. I think it was $100, like $92 for the test, and to retest was $10. So I took the test and I just went and I said, let me just take the test and see what I pass and what I don't pass. And the first step, I missed the science and the math. I went back and retest. I passed the science. It was just the math that I needed. Really, I wasn't really never a math person, so that was the only struggle.
I don't remember you having big problems understanding the math once it was presented to you. Now that
The
I've had many
algebra,
more
the
students.
algebra, I could never get it. I still can't.
Well, yeah, I remember I asked you what was the problem with the test, and you said all those X's and Y's, and I thought,
Yes, yes,
bingo.
yes.
Uh, that's 90% of the people in the country,
Right, right.
99%. Uh, but then you didn't have any trouble, and you passed it. So, uh, what have you, what have you done since then? What are you up to?
Well, now I had enrolled in Essex County College, and I'm taking up general science. I would like to be an X-ray technician. So that's what I'm doing now. And I would not have accomplished that if I haven't had my high school diploma GED. So thank
The
God for that.
That's just great. Now, that's great. No, just for whoever's listening, what you had been
Yeah,
working at as years was you had a license. You were qualified to be a nurse's aide, and
right.
um, you are doing exactly the kind of work that we
Well,
need.
20 years ago, you didn't need a high school diploma to be a home health aide and CNA. So that was 20 years ago. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Or do you need one now?
Oh yeah. Now they required. It's required. Yeah.
Well, that's great. Now, what are the, of course, the courses you're taking at community college are online, right?
Yeah, it's on Zoom. Everything is on Zoom now.
Ah,
The professors are great. Um, Actually, the math, I have to pass the math. I'm taking math and English, the, even to go into my major. It's just a couple of steps that I have to get through, and that's a full that's a full semester. So I'm on Zoom every day, Monday through Friday, taking math and English classes. And they
that's
also provide tutoring online. It's a whole lot of things that Essex County College will help you with if you need it.
well. All I know is that those teachers, the professors at the community college, are gonna know that they've got Yaisha in their class because you, when you're trying to learn something, I know you. You hang on and you go for it.
If you want something bad enough and you determine, you will succeed. You will succeed. So I thank God for all the way up, because if it wasn't for all the way up, I don't think that I would have my high school diploma right now. I would be still searching for a program that fit for me. And yeah, so I thank God.
What I was.
Oh,
Well,
you are a wonderful teacher. I don't know if I would never got this without you. You did a great job. You're a wonderful teacher, and you have patience. You have so much patience.
It didn't take a lot of patience with you, honestly. You know, you caught on to things very fast, I thought. But it was, it was hard because you were, as we said earlier, you were working and hardly sleeping.
But I knew this is something that I had to have. And
Oh, but I didn't even mention, other than the fact that Yaish was my first student and she passed, she brought me a banana every day. I can't believe it. I was in the grocery store and looked at the bananas this morning and I thought, I really miss those bananas.
bananas are good for you. I remember you said, "Oh, I'm a little hungry. I don't know what I bought you. I had an extra banana and I bought."
Well, yeah, but then you brought, but it was hard work, really,
Yeah,
for both you and for me, because I had no idea, what teaching an adult would be like. I didn't know
right.
what your background was. I mean, I've uh, in a world that is fair, you should have been able to stay in school and gone right to college, but didn't
And one
happen.
thing I loved about All the Way Up, once I went in and I spoke to um
Christopher,
Krista, I was going to say both of the Krista.
both of the
I
Christophers.
told them, I said, listen, I passed everything else. I don't need no, I just need math 101. If I can just get that one on, and they gave it to me, and that was wonderful. I'm telling you. Because all the other programs I went to, I went to a night program, and that was mostly with young children. And I went to other day programs, and it seemed like the teachers was not really teaching. It would just, I don't know. But
Really
I'm
weren't.
so glad I came across All the Way Up, and I'm so glad they advertise on Facebook and Instagram. And everybody that I come in contact with that want their high school diploma, I always refer them. I give them phone number, email. I said, whenever you're ready, they always would be there to help you. And I thank God for the program.